Greetings and salutations, friends. A short little Anbennar stream today, probably only 2 hours, maybe 3 or so. Just to wrap up the calendar, as this is indeed the last day to do anything with the calendar. As we will then begin wrapping it up, and I'll start sending out commissions to the various artists and begin digging up people willing to draw big-dicked death claws, I do suppose. Meme Sim Lord, put the 25 I've given you, as well as the 10 I gave you on the last Snoot Game, put in towards the 100% Snoot Fund. Also look up Pink Fluff, American slop that puts Mexico to shame. Oh, that sounds absolutely awful. It sounds like I don't want to look it up. I feel like there's no reason why I should. It's terrible. Yeah, noted that down as well. And it'll allow me to talk a little bit about the YouTube thumbnails change thingy, which I am actually all for, honestly. I don't see any problems with it virtually whatsoever, assuming, of course, it's introduced well and effectively. That's the big question. Now, we're also declaring war on our neighbors, as we need some more holdings for our next objective. And reclaim the southern cities. So one there and one there. I think you are allied with each other. I believe Sukumpar Uval Tunig. You're not, are you? Okay, well, I suppose that'll make it slightly more annoying, but shouldn't be too bad. Take Madirud, there you go. And I don't think we need to call in any allies on this. No. I imagine we can handle this problem all by our lonesome, as we continue to spread the great and glorious reign of Xena, Warrior Princess, to all sides and ends of the universe. Get in the Highlands. It would be nice to get some forts here. Some forts. So it's not just my goddamn opponents who have fortified the shit out of this place. And my enemy doesn't have complete naval blockade anymore either, which is, well, okay, I spoke too soon. 13, yeah, okay, never mind. Spoke too soon indeed. God. I'll need to actually start building a navy, and I'll need a navy of at least, like, 30 ships. Oh, boy. That is going to take a while, it is going to cost a lot, and it's going to be rather infuriating and heavy on the coffers, no doubt. Where are you going? Nowhere? That's what I figured. Oh, coward. And then he'll start like, Art, practice using map players with hotkeys today. Please, I beg of you. It will give you a ton of information really quick. But what if I don't like information? Oh, hello there. What if I hate information? See, that was very backwards, and is guaranteeably going to end up with me losing that now, because I was going to get in there before he arrived, but I didn't check, more correctly, the timing of when he would arrive, and so they get the damn terrain advantage. Which, in the early games of Europa Universalis, the terrain advantage is everything. It is like the sole singular decider of battles. Beyond sheer numbers, mind you. Numbers are still important, but primarily, yes. Just sheer numbers and terrain modifier. Hello there. Where did you come from? You must have landed behind me, I guess. Fine. Don't deal with that. Yes, it would be more advantageous to go deal with that. As we try to keep an eye on two things here. More Gnollish minorities purged, yes. As I hopefully get this castle siege down. So, there has been quite a lot of noise around the idea that YouTube is introducing more stringent control on thumbnail and misleading thumbnails. Now, this is an interesting one to me, because misleading content has genuinely actually been one of YouTube's largest problems for quite some time now. One that YouTube hasn't really put any bother or effort whatsoever into trying to address. So now that they're actually trying to do so, I am largely all for it, with some caveats. See, oh god, of course, I can't keep an eye on both of them, can I? And now there's enough of them over there
Service
to be a problem to that
citizenship.
army. Yes, if they just spread me out enough, that is going to be very, very dangerous. And keep the 12,000, send down the 17,000. As I would just really, really like to be able to get that fortress. As that is my fort, so if I attack it, I should be able to get the terrain advantage. Misleading content is actually genuinely a major concern on YouTube. Primarily because the only way that YouTube functions, of course, is via the algorithmic search system. That is the only way that YouTube actually works. By you searching for, Donald Trump's new health plan, for example, to take an example out of thin air. And then YouTube will then look for videos that has that in it. Okay, so it'll find 5,000 videos that talks about health plan, but not Trump. Okay, so it'll discount those. Then it finds another 500 videos that talks about Trump, but not the health plan. Okay, so it discontinues those and so on. The ways in which it searches... Okay, that should mean I've got the defensive penalty bonus there, which is... 12-17, yeah, I should be able to take care of that. Although I am going to need to start moving the rest of the units in there. Toot sweet. So if you have a video that is titled Donald Trump's health plan, but it's actually just you doing a, I don't know, fucking eating challenge or something, YouTube will pick up that video and go, oh, hey, user, this is Donald Trump's new health plan. I know that because it's got the correct tags, and look at all of the views it has. It's gotta be right, right? But of course, it doesn't necessarily need to be. And that's only in the case of a misleading, YouTube fucking up. There is also the fact that a lot of people will actually use this system maliciously as well, where they will call a video... God, this is going to be a very painful fucking front, isn't it? Because I need to bounce back and forth between their nonsense, and my dumb little allies are not strong enough to aid me in this yet. Not in any other way other than to kill themselves, that is, and feed the enemy's war completion. Where somebody thinks that there is an easy way to earn clicks on YouTube by having something sensational like aliens are landing or whatever, right? And then you watch the video and it's a video about, oh hey, what would happen if aliens landed? Or it's like, hey, did you know that the War of the Worlds was a book? Shit like that. And of course, YouTube doesn't have any actual way of determining that that is what's actually happening other than viewing the tags. And if the tags are thus misleading and the title is thus misleading, everybody's kind of boned. Now, if anything, YouTube's largest problem is that they have allowed this problem to get as widespread and as massive as it has become, because it has largely become just kind of acceptable to use widely misleading terminology. I'm going to try and go and capture this army before they just siege down half of my countryside. Oh, you're splitting up, are you? Okay. In that case, don't mind if I do. as it has become a part of YouTube meta, just straight up, to actively use misleading titles, to actively use misleading tags. I've got a tool on the back end of my YouTube that sees what kind of tags are used on what kind of videos. And the amount of misleading tags is staggering. Like, honestly, most of the people in 40k use the same tags for every video they do. It's things like the Imperium, God Emperor, Space Marine, Space Marines 2 video game. That's what the majority of people use now, because of the success of Space Marine 2. It is the thing that is highest up in the algorithm, and so that is the tag that everyone uses, even if the video has nothing to do with the Imperium or Space Marine or anything like that. Simply because it is the one that gets the clicks. And this is also doubled up with the fact that you actually get rewarded in the channel metrics for doing this as well. See, the channel metrics try to figure out what your channel does, right? And the best way to get growth on YouTube is to do one thing right now. YouTube at the moment absolutely loathes variety content. If you cover multiple things or do multiple things on the same channel, YouTube will punish you for it. Quite heavily so. Well, YouTube, did you do something dumb? I see chat saying that is some other stream. Is it? No, it shouldn't be. God, I didn't even pay attention to that. It's... Yeah, it's streaming to the correct place, but it's going to the wrong place. What the fuck? Saying that is some other YouTube, I swear to Jesus, sometimes. So I can actually see the other one stream still up, and it is the one I am actually sending the data to, but YouTube created a new stream.
Service guarantees citizenship.
God help me. Well, that has set me off my mental direction. It's even got the correct name and everything. Wow, I am confused now. I have never seen that before. Right, let me just remove the old one then. Well, fittingly enough, I was talking about YouTube having problems. And there you go. With YouTube having a problem. Thank you for the heads up, chat. I'm sorry I didn't notice, 'cause I was microing and talking at the same time, which is always a terrible, terrible thing. There. Now we've got the correct one up. Jesus. Right. I guess. Yep, there they are, 11,000. God. Yeah, this is one of those truly annoying little wars, aren't they? Right, but we've killed some now. Hopefully that will have killed enough. Ooh, I think you just made a very large mistake. Yes, I think you just made a very large mistake because you got yourself stuck up there. And because that is a fortress, I get the terrain on my side. Yes, that was a very, very silly thing of you to do. Very, very silly thing of you to do. Thank you, though. Right. Now I gotta hunt down these little fucking gorilla shits behind my back. Where was I? Lose for the again 12 rank. Yes, no, oppress the orcs. Oppress the orcs. I hate the orcs. There. Where was I? Oh, yes. Abuse of tag system. See, the abuse of the tag system is actually against YouTube's terms of service. It's not actually allowed to go like, to continue the example of Warhammer, to make a Castelos is dead. I don't care. Stability drop. Random stability drop. Right, boosted back up again. It is not actually allowed to make a 40k video where you're talking about the Emperor and you tag them with Eldar, assuming Eldar would ever be a more popular tag than the Emperor, which is very unlikely. God, I am out of manpower because of this constant, terrible, awful, ridiculous back and forth, which has drained me a fair old bit. Don't worry, I'm sure my allies will come around and aid me any second now. Not sure about that, actually. I'd actually be very surprised if that were to happen. Land battles, predator efficiency. I should probably just hold on getting the thing now, but I will take the nah, actually I won't. I'll save it for the next tech, because I've got basically 100 prestige anyways. But very few people abide by that set of rules. Virtually nobody, in fact. And again, if you do, you are actively punished for abiding to YouTube's terms of service, because your videos will simply not be as effective. Like, you will actively be damaged by it. 2k. Surely. Surely you little tards can deal with that, I hope. And so one of the first lessons you should learn on YouTube is to actually, well, abuse YouTube's own system. 'Cause it's, well, shit. If it's set up to be abused, is it even really abused anymore at that point, I guess? Well, then 10k, guys. Why? AI, why did you split up your army? Why did you split up your army so that you can actually get chased down, you little silly? And the prestige, manpower, yes, I'll take the manpower. I don't even know what else. 18,000. Alright, that's fine. Let them fight in the mountains for a bit. And hopefully they won't get ludicrously lucky on the RNG rolls to tear down that fortress in like a week. So, that's kind of the issue that I have too, though, with YouTube going like, okay, we're gonna start cracking down on misleading thumbnails and stuff. Like, okay, but you're only cracking down on like half of the problem. And even if we assume that you're going to be cracking down on the correct things in the correct ways, you yourself have actually encouraged the actions that you are now cracking down on. Isn't it really unfair to be like, hey, this is how the game is played. Everybody knows this is how the game is played. And now you're going to start punishing people for playing by the rules you yourself established. Like, it's kind of churlish. And that's, of course, before we even start thinking and assuming whether or not YouTube will be able to, oh, God, I don't want to. Why do you... my fucking allies are nothing but a weight around my neck at the moment. No. Come now, siege down that damn fortress. And you're gonna change the rules on people midway through. Not to mention, it's also a big pulling up the ladder sort of move. Golden Era, that sounds fun. Where you have allowed a lot of people to make YouTube careers off a system that everybody knew was flawed, but nobody bothered interfering with. And now that the rules are firmly established, you're gonna move on in and go like, no, you can't do that. Like, but everybody else did it. Yeah, but we don't care. But how am I supposed to compete then? Well, you're gonna have to be gimped, I guess.
Service guarantees citizenship.
In theory, I am all for what they're doing. In reality, less so. I need more taxes and manpower. Game on back to L camp. Effects. Have any manufactory? That's a bit much. Barracks, training field, merge guild. Wow, all of these are kind of terrible. Orda Aldresia. Right. That is the least unreasonable one. I am amazed by how my ally continues to keep the enemy... I would have probably had 20-30 war score by now if it weren't for my allies killing their armies against the enemy with such remarkable predictability. Alright, get in there. Deal with that army too. There. Excellent casualties inflicted. And up into the mountains to deal with those guys. 29% war score. I hope that's going to be... Unfortunately, they're intelligent enough to scatter the moment they see me coming. But can I catch them still? Can I catch at least part of them? Yes. Right. That's nice. I mean, my RNG is boning me pretty hard here, but we're still inflicting more casualties than we're taking, even if only barely there. Ooh, painful dice rolls the video game. Come on, can I catch that 5,000 men too? I can. Right. Risk it for the biscuit. Screw organizing. Push forward. Catch their army. Destroy it. Occupy the rest of their country, and hopefully we can force a peace settlement before my AI managed to feed any more of its troops to inevitable death. Oh god, is that a fortress too? Holy shite. You really have built a fortress on like every available square inch of terrain, haven't you? My god. Seems a bit excessive, but... well. Right. Can I force at least... I can. I can force adequate concessions to the point where this will be somewhat worth it. Well, that was not a very good war. In fact, that was a pretty terrible war. And it's going to take me a while to recover from aforementioned terrible war, but... it was not a lost war. And any war that is not a lost war is a good war, relatively speaking. I can purchase an ability. Compass, bonus, and trend capital, useless. Cavalry to infantry ratio, possibly. Yeah, that one. Right. Now then, let me read for a second. Josh Khan, if not too late, would you put my first $20 chat from the second last Snoot stream, the 49.99 last Snoot stream, and this night chat was to complete the Snoot game fund? Yes, yes, that's not a problem. I shall do that. Not a problem at all, of course. Akbans 999. Arch, other stream is still up. Overlord Rising Hell. I know. Oh, I know now, at least. Neil Zartax. At best, terrain is 4 free pips for 2 fire to shock on your lead of battle. Having superior leaders is just important. War whiz are huge. I mean, I wish I had one. I wish I had one, indeed. That'd be nice. I don't even know how you get one. Nick Thulu, there are 2 tags, sets, channels, and videos. Suggestions are filtered channel first, video second. Regular viewers are suggested similar channels first. Applejack, Southern Girl, Best Girl, and Happy Christmas. Applejack. Well, there's the thing. It's also not quite that simple. See, the YouTube algorithm itself is a unholy mess at the moment. YouTube themselves are not entirely sure how the YouTube algorithm works. Back in the olden days, when I was not quite in the doghouse of YouTube, I had a YouTube contact person who tried to give me basically a tutorial of, hiccup, how to optimize channel stuff and stuff like that, right? And basically, this person explained to me, YouTube doesn't really track the algorithm anymore. What they're doing is they're trying to play with meta metrics, where they're basically trying to see if the content they want to be successful becomes successful. And if it isn't, then they try to figure out why and how to fix that. So, the example I love bringing up every time of this is my friend Jeremy, who started his quartering channel as I think his fourth YouTube channel or something. And he got on the ball of, like, trending popular news. And he, too, absolutely abused more than a few of the things I've talked about earlier as well. Very clickbaity thumbnails, very outragey, like, references and tags, etc., like, big letters, oh god, the worst thing ever happened, like drama, etc., you know? No, I am not supposed to have that. I don't want that. I actually want... I mean, I suppose
Service
I
guarantees citizenship.
I suppose I could have it. Do I want to give it to this guy? Kinda do, yes. Because it's in a bit of a derpy position. And I would like this guy to actually become a worthwhile vassal at some point. Can I even... Can I even give you stuff? Can't sell province subject for your own subject. Use grant province instead. Okay. Grant province. Influence action. Create Thomas Vassal. Annex. Design March. Break Vassalization. Curry favor. No. Okay. Diplomacy. And subject Denmark. Can I somehow hand it over here? Subject tab. Subject tab, okay. Urdia. Grant Province. Right, thank you, chat. Maidurud and Hope's Peak. Oh, must I maybe be bordering it? Yes. There you go. We're going to try and make a bit more of a powerful vassal out of that guy. At least to the point where they can actually start putting armies on their feet. Because at least then I won't need to suffer from massive decreases to my own war score simply because my allies keep killing themselves by running around in stacks of 1,000 guys. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Pike and Shot or Adventurer Band? Well, normally I'd pick Pike and Shot every time, but Adventurer's Band's offensive stats are massively better, so that one, please. Enormously better, actually. Alright, well, I've got a lot of cash for once. I don't think I can colonize anything anymore. No, don't think so. Not without getting colonization and getting an explorer out in the ocean, anyways. But I can then start building buildings. Emporium. Local trade power plus 5.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Local trade power. 7% of the tower power in that node. That's not a lot. I need more merchants. I need more merchants. That's what I require. More merchants. I require far more merchants. Anything I can get with a temple? Yep, plus 19. That's not awful. The rest of that is pretty awful. Production, anything? Plus 9, plus 10, plus 5. Also nothing great. Marketplaces? That would give me more trade stuff. Right, and we'll save a bit of money as well. As I do want to get started on a navy, if at all possible. What do docks give me now? Local sailor modifier plus 50. Okay, that is nice. I don't have a... You gain 8 sailors each month. Wow, that is terrible. That is quite awful. That is quite awful indeed. Disagreeing advisor. But it was a good plan. I've got plenty of prestige. Military reform. 100 diplomatic power, 100 military, and 2 professionalism. Covers good reform until here. Well, that just seems like great stuff. Yeah, do that. The scythe. There you go. There's colonialism. But 110 ahead of time modifier. Oh boy. Okay, that's a lot. It's a tremendous lot. Right, let's get starting on that navy then. It's going to take a while to build this navy. But 10 galleys. Yay, heathens! And 3-4 carracks. Well, these put me on the right way. So, yes, I got completely derailed there. So, yes, what happened to Jeremy was that he got really on the ball with the quartering channel. Massively so. Grew like 1 million in a year. Like, enormous success. Because he had figured out exactly what the... money. Thank you. He had figured out exactly what the YouTube algorithm desired at that point in time. And what it desired was scandalous topics and loads of videos, preferably like 2 or 3 a day. That is now a meta that you can visibly see dropping off quite significantly. At least, unless you manage to use the same tags on everything. If you can... Well, again, if you game the system a little bit and simply apply the same tags, they'll get more trend-wise for your channel. But then, almost like overnight, over the course of like a week or so, his metrics dropped enormously. Like his recommendeds, which is probably the most important part of it, halved, just seemingly out of nowhere. And the reason for that is, of course, that somebody at YouTube figured that this was not the kind of stuff, or more correctly, the kind of person they wanted to be successful, and so they moved against him. And this has happened on many occasions. Sargon's channel was an excellent example of this as well, where he was heading towards 1 million subscribers, and then just stopped at like 920-odd thousand, and he just didn't gain subscribers anymore. Treason against Kurvuria. Stimulus 10 loyalty, local unrest, like manpower. I'll take that one. I need my manpower regain right now, thank you. Kind of badly, actually. Glorious arms. Age of Monsters is ending in 60 months. Good? Right, more government reforms. Oh, I don't have a new one now. Can I... If I pick one of these, it'll change out the old one, will it? Number 220, 220, 20, 230, tier 5. Anyone pounds? So I guess I don't have tier 5 yet, so... Expand administration, maybe? Yeah, because reforms available 0. Right, well, I hope that did something. I'm not sure, but I'm going to assume so. Right, we're actually earning enough money now to the point where I should just be building workshops and everything else to keep the money flowing. And this also happened on the Lotus Eaters as well, where they had huge growth, and then, all of a sudden, YouTube withdrew their monetization, citing that they were associated with demonetized individuals, referring, of course, to Sagaruni. Some monsters. Send in the infantry. Infantry combat ability plus 5. Nice. Summon a diet. Do summon a diet. Nobility. Recover manpower. I mean, I sure as shit would like to, but I don't think I can reach it in time. Magistorium, right. Also, I was building a spy network for the umpteenth time to try and spread vampirism for the umpteenth time. Nope. Is it bugged, or just it does have like a really tiny percent chance? Because I think that's the 6th time in a row that they've failed to send vampires. Maybe it has to do with the relations. Maybe you need like good relations with them. Famous adventure offers services. Okay. A high-power advisor, huh? 4.6 a month. Morale of armies. That is not bad at all for 3 points. That is, in fact, incredibly good for 3 points. Current heir, Peter, will die. Oh well. Who actually cares about Peter? Nobody really cares about Peter. Soon. There's also the channels that have figured out how to use the YouTube algorithm effectively. The Succession of Xena, a capital idea. Sure, bring me another heir. Why not? I can probably use him for something, like an advisor or something or other. What was that about? Oh, yes. There are also those channels that have made it into a business model to game the algorithm as well. Which, you know, Mr. Beast, obvious example, was the, there's a British guy who does that a lot too. Whose name I can't remember right now. But these people are, of course, not punished for it because they're, well, not on the naughty list. And so they are given far more leniency when it comes to abusing the system, even if what they are doing is technically against the terms of service. So, The problem is, as much as I like the idea of YouTube cracking down on misleading content, misleading thumbnails, false titles, etc., I just don't believe that they're going to do it even-handedly. And at the end of the day, it'll probably simply end up being yet another stick with which to beat those they disagree with, as simple as that. That's the problem. Good adventurers. The real text. You can give Battle Mage Academy privilege to mages to increase the chance of obtaining a War Wizard. Higher mage influence equal bigger chance. I see. If you want to make it a power vassal, make it a march in the diplomatic menu, but you can't annex it then without converting it back. I kind of want to convert them potentially in the future. Offensive idea. Siege ability plus 20, yes. Like, sieging is so important. So incredibly important. So we will want to siege, definitely. The first gentle beginnings of a navy is starting to form. Yep. You may continue to have the wool monopoly, that's fine. We've exploded most of the good stuff, haven't we? I fear so. Right, with our current manpower needs, it's probably about time to start working on barracks. You can enact government reform, can I? Ah, okay, there they are. Unfaltering tradition, black power innovation. Infinite combat ability, that sounds good, yeah. Oh yeah, guns. Yeah, obviously guns. Obviously we pick guns. Duh. Why on God's good green happy little earth would we not pick guns? Obviously we are picking guns. We are always going to pick guns. Still need that second city too, but I need to regain manpower before we start heading down south again. There. Brilliant. And then we needed colonialism, wasn't it? Is that just exploration idea, or is colonialism like an actual idea? Because I think exploration does that give you the ability to sail off into the... What's an idea? Oh no, do I have the ability to do that already? I think I do. Alright, okay, because then... I don't know if it can survive this, mind you. I think probably we save. I think we save first. Not sure if boat can live through this. Not sure. If boat can live through this, that would be great. Your fleet must be important to be able to send it on an light and average ships. Okay, they've changed the rules again. Back in the day, you could just send them. I guess you cannot do that anymore. Very well. Right, there you are. That guy. Right. Mission setting. Select mission. Explore? You must have a total of 3... Yeah, I do. 3 light and heavy ships. So 3 of both? 3 light and 3 heavy ships? Do galleys not count? I guess galleys do not count. Okay. Alright, box it is then. We shall build box. I mean, that makes a certain amount of sense. Age of 11th Pantheon Council. I don't care. You are just making shit up now. Rite of Mourning. Tolls True Faiths. Sure. Age of Unraveling. Alan Tier comes a secret. Precus Elves and with them the secret of the world. Ah. Elves. Elves are nice. Precursor Elves too. That's even better. Precursor Elves. Another advisor. I don't think I can afford another advisor. Scale 1, yes. Definitely not. Definitely not. Hedge mages run rampant. Lose everything. Okay. Why is this green? Why is this green? I thought the green missions were supposed to be better. Are the other ones just even worse? Local unrest +3. One random development. Tolerance with the true faith, +1. Meh. That sounds terrible. All that sounds awful. That's too much. Even if it does give me a war wizard, that's way too much. Jesus, that was horrible. I don't want a war wizard that bad. Alright. Now we have a Karak and 2 bucks. Now can you go exploring? No. Okay, Explorer Leader. That makes sense. Yeah, just sign that guy. Now you can go exploring. There you go. Okay, North Uella Laments Ocean Coast. I have no fucking clue what any of that is. Go north. Off with you. I hope that doesn't just, you know, sink itself. I'm hoping and praying that it has enough intelligence to, hardy seaman. Oh, good. To return before it dies. Oh, apparently it's coming back home again. There should be a stable government. No. I don't think we need a stable government. That's ludicrous nonsense. 60 fucking 2, 4.8. Jesus, the cost of these motherfuckers. Fine. I think I can just about afford it, yes. Okay, you finished exploring. Good job. Did you find anything? No. Good job. Very good job. Do that again and see if you can actually find something this time, you silly willies. Blackmailing? Yes. How much till next? 25%. Okay, we'll do offensive ideas then. That's unlocking a lot of my tech tree very nicely, very quickly. Very, very, very nice, in fact. And they do not seem to be taking attrition, which is good. Did you find anything useful this time? No. I can't reach this, can I? No. Distant away from our closest unblocked core province, core vault, colony range 275. Yes, that's, Unfortunately, I was not aware enough of the colonization thing to nab any of the islands, which I don't even know if were nabbable or if we're already settled, which is going to kind of ridiculously hamper my ability to go anywhere. Right, exploration idea. Naval attrition minus 10, colonists plus 1, colony range plus 50. Okay, so that would still leave us out of range of anything we've discovered so far. But not impossible. A colony of Corvuria. Could I eat them? Failed. I know there's a way to eat vassals. Well, they used to be anyways. Dynasty actions, relations actions, influence actions. Annex vassal, there we go. 190 opinion view for you to be able to start an annexation. Right. I think we'll start doing that, because it's not like the orcs are particularly used to me. Build the temple in the middle of nowhere. Fine, I guess that's the least obviously offensive one, but all of those are terrible, terrible, awful missions. Did I send you out exploring again? I did not. Explore. Find me somewhere to go, please. Oh. Decrease of goblin tolerance. Good. I never liked goblins anyways. It's looking more and more likely like we're gonna have to take a province via warfaring means. Oh well. I'm not entirely opposed to the idea. Oh, that was a very good leader. That was a very good leader. But before that, 24,000 manpower. Have we recovered enough to take over that last mission province? I think so. I hope so. actually, maybe not. Apparently they've got 41k in the field somewhere. Oh no, that's me. I'm almost confused by my shield being over there, their shield being over there. A little disappointed Sargon didn't have more detailed response to devs sliding into madness. Sargon is being diplomatic. As one should be. People do not value diplomacy enough these days. Expansion ideas? I feel upset having the light bulbs just sit there, not doing anything, but I also don't know what I want to do with them. Oh, hey! Hold on. I spotted things. Can I colonize any of this? I can't. So, what are these things? Region Fey Court. Are you elves? Are you elves? Are you elves? Elven majority. Elves! Hello! There are elves. I did not know there were elves this close nearby. Part of me is a little upset by the fact that there's elves this close. You've got a fairly impressive war machine too. That does look like free territory. In the not too distant future. Decline, who still got plenty of prestige to eat. To get out of the dumbass negative events. How large is your fleet? Don't know. Have a quick sail around, see if there's any ships moored anywhere. 13. 7 light ships, 6 transports. Okay. Not inconceivable that I could actually beat that in a naval battle. Right. I think we can do another war now. I think we have recovered sufficiently. Even if this is going to be a war in really, really ass terrain. What was the province we needed? I think it was this one or this one. That one. The weakened citadel. Akrad Till. Very well. Oh, I can call Busilar in on this one. I think I shall do so, yes. It will be nice to have a big ally on my side for once, rather than just the small little retard ones running around screaming, getting themselves killed. An enjoyable change of pace, I think. I can just walk in there, right? Yes, I can. Now, little ally, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't do anything stupid and wander off and get killed, please. This is all mountain, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is all mountain. Oh, Jesus. Right. Offense. All mountains, all forts. Holy shit. Well, this is going to be a fun war,
Heresy
isn't it?
is the question. Fire is the answer.
All mountains, all forts, all the time. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Ah, 30 ships. Right. Yeah, my armada of 19 boats is not going to stand up to that, I'm afraid. Mithrael, at this rate, being ruled by a shadowy cabal of vampire kings and queens would be better for the world. Unironically, yes. I bring this up every time it's mentioned, but Sylvania in Warhammer Fantasy is not actually that bad of a place to live. That's the worst part. The vampires barely require any taxes, and all they really ask, like, it's not like they raid the villagers and like kill people for shits and giggles or anything. They simply have a blood tax instead. So every month or so, a cart will come by, drawn by ghouls, and people will then, you know, bleed half of the village. They'll just fill up vats full of blood, deposit it into the back of the cart, and the cart will then be taken away by the ghouls to feed their masters. That simple. They don't even bleed like the entire village at a time, because even the vampires understand, of course, that you actually do get more blood from a willing human than from a stone. Literally. Spread vampires, again. If the humans are willingly giving up their blood, they're not going to rebel. They're not going to call vampire hunters. They're not going to invite the rest of the Empire in. And we can use a turn. Yep, that is the 7th failure in a row. Which is kind of terrible. 7 failures in a row. The percentage chance must be fucking microscopic. How much is that? That is 132. Okay. Ah, monstrous. That's why it's difficult to vassalize them. I knew these little shits would cause me a headache in the future. Well, at least they've got 11 dudes now, so they'll be useful, maybe. Right, well, this is proving to be a significantly less troublesome war than I'd anticipated. My enemy's kind of just, you know, sitting there, letting it happen. Offering minimal, if indeed any, resistance. That's it. I will now have to advance in here into a highland, which is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but shouldn't be too bad with a nice 2-to-1 superiority. Plus, I've got cannons. This will actually turn out to be a rather comfortable war, oddly enough. Do gotta fire me some advisors, though, boy. Maybe not. Maybe if I just actually spend some of this instead. I will increase my income. Not need to fire my advisors. And still not really lose out, because it's not like I'm going to be able to get the next level of administrative technology anytime soon anyways. That's far more clever. It's not bad. From minus to +1 ducat. Not terrible. Right, well, they kind of just rolled over and took it, I guess. Not willing to accept my peace offer just yet, though. Alright. What are your allies, exactly? Over there. Well, that is annoying. Wait. You, Damn, okay, you're actually a big boy. You wouldn't happen to have any properties out in the middle of the ocean, would you? Because I feel like I saw your flag out here somewhere, but that is just my imagination. Yep, just my imagination. Well, shit. I'm sitting on all of the necessary war goals, so I mean, I'm just gonna fall back into my country and wait for them to surrender, basically. Could one of the vampires theoretically fed by intravenous blood transfusions? Sure. Possibly. Well, it depends on your idea of vampire, I guess. Because, theoretically, there's no reason why vampires should need to drink blood. Battlemaker Tanami. That's going to give them a lot of land. Oh boy. But I do have a lot of land. Monthly military power, morals of armies. I don't want it yet. I don't want it. It depends on what exactly a vampire is, really, because there shouldn't be 55 ships. Jesus, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go out there. Because, again, theoretically, there's no reason why vampires should need to drink blood. Surely, just, you know, as you say, giving them a blood transfusion should work just as well. Look at me. Recovered army morale speed plus 10. Pretty nice. And yet, in the majority, a free policy. Oh, Nito Cheeto. What does that do? Diplomat plus 1.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Kind of useless. That the only one I get? Diplomats plus 1. I mean, I suppose I really should be using the diplomats more aggressively, really. I wonder, could I maybe... Influence actions. Offer vassalization. Minus 1,000. Earns more than a whole motor internal development. 1,000, yes. So they've thought about that. You can't just vassalize people willy-nilly. That is tragic. That was a thing you could do back in the day, quite easily, in fact. You could easily, like, get into a country's good graces and start vassalizing them quite easily. But I see they've made that a lot more difficult now. Trust, 2,000. It'll probably be easier just to... And again, you aren't that bad. Yes, let's send out some of these guys. I don't know about the elves. I don't know if the elves are something I should worry about. I'm presuming the elves are going to be rather... Yes, I figured. I don't know if the elves are going to be something I would like to take over. Probably yes. Probably yes, they're elves. I am a vampire and they're elves. I feel as if we should be natural mortal enemies, frankly. Elven forebearers. Ah. Yep, the elves are not very happy with my idea of wanting to vassalize them, strangely enough. Weird, that. Otherwise, I would have just started spreading out and convincing everybody that I'm the best things in sliced toast. Midrael, immortal, beautiful, source-dependent, actually get wiser with age, fighting their own wars. It's honestly baffling why most of the fantasy bloodsuckers act like IRL bloodsuckers. Yeah, I mean...
Service guarantees citizenship.
I suppose the explanation for why they act like such enormous douchebags is quite simply because they view humans as inferior. Like, that would probably be the most immediately reasonable explanation, which... And it does make a certain amount of sense. If you are indeed immortal, grows wiser and more powerful with age and all of that, you probably don't have a whole lot of reason to, you know, accommodate lesser beings, frankly. you probably grow quite detached from everything around you. Even if you would be far more well served by simply just allowing the humans their freedoms. Like, literally, like, it would be so simple. It would be so simple. An intelligent vampire setting would be one in which the vampires do not control the humans like cattle. They control them with promises instead. They say, okay, you know, you're gonna have to work hard for me because I am your obvious superior. I mean, look at me. I am more beautiful, I am more intelligent, I'm faster, I'm stronger. I am literally better by every single measurable metric. So obviously I'm the boss, right? But if you work hard for me, I will uplift you to be one of us. I will make you a vampire too. You as well can be a superior being. That would motivate plenty of humans to work their arse off and to compete actively with one another to work their arse off harder to earn their master's favor. Not to mention, it would make them very, 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 very eager indeed to turn on anyone who doesn't do that. It would be a society in which the vampires would keep complete control without lifting so much as a finger. Right, 2 provinces and a bunch of money. That's good enough for this little limited war of mine. They fucking love me. As they should. As they should. I am their better, after all. Right, I'm gonna keep that just because I just buffed its manpower by a load. Ah, but I can't core it. Right. Never mind. Urduya. Wait, before I grant you any more provinces. 577. The most mass powers, yeah, no. I should not make them any larger, because if I do, it is going to be damnably difficult to eat them later, so... No, I think they're big enough as they are. In fact, I should probably think of eating them now, honestly. Yep, almost certainly. Repair a bulwark. Do it. Are those even rebelling against me? I don't know. Oh, I'll put a unit on the border there in case they want to come on over. Jens Sonntag, Bridge God, when and how to get our hands onto the calendar. Also, Enclave. Well, is that my place? No, that's... Wow, my marsh is getting rebelled on successfully by 2,000 men. That's not good. And Sandwing's Raging gifted 20 subscriptions to the Archcast on Rumble. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. The calendar will start production basically after the 24th, where I'll officially close it, and I'll then start sending out mission statements to all of the various artists as to what they're going to draw.
Heresy's the question.
And to find out what people are willing to draw as well. As I know already that a fair few are not particularly enthused by the idea of drawing loads and loads of, big dick death claws and stuff. Weirdly enough, I know. Shocking. And yet, that does appear to be the case. God damn it, why did that bloody window go? Okay, fine, I'll just reopen it somewhere else then. So I'm gonna need to find a nice monster artist for that, I guess. On the bright side, White, when I asked him, like, hey, you want to draw girls with really huge dicks? And he's just like, well, I did that in the past, so... There you are. At least he won't be difficult to convince. Was I building the thing? Oh yeah, that was the thing that cost like 1,000 gold. Hey. Yeah, we're not going to be affording that anytime soon either, I'm afraid. 2.04 gold. Right. That earns me like 0.30 more for 200 investment, which is not actually terrible. Oh, more like 0.40. Okay. That is not actually terrible. Not that I actually earn all of that right away, regardless, but... Okay, let's study both designer loins tonight.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
You should not draw attention. Correct, Xena. You should not. I really wish I could automate the sending of vampires, by the way, because, after failing 7 times to send vampires to the same place, I've kind of lost track of when and where I'm actually doing it. Which is a bit of a problem. Real Zartex, if you want to create and need vassals, maybe pick up influence ideas now. Helps with that, including cost reduction and annexation. Now that is useful. Nobles demand recompensen. No. I wish the game took reality into consideration when it made its demands. Like the nobles show up and they know you've got like, you know, 30 bucks in the treasury and they're like, we want 400 ducats. Like, poor treatment of half-orc workers. So, reparations for the actions of their ancestors. Yes. That is perfect, yes. Reparation for the misdeeds of your ancestors. Right, diplomatic advisor cost, diplomatic relations, province war score, technology cost, ideas, exploration, influence, income from vassals 25, limited desired subjects man 15, integrate least, diplomatic annexation cost 25, diplomatic relations 1. Yeah, that's not bad actually, because I am definitely going to be building marshes. One of our advisors, Aliza Volsin, has revolutionized the art of siegecraft and defensive fortifications, fought all the wars of Xena the Warrior Princess, and has attended frequent tours on the front line, redesigned and improving numerous fortifications. Prestige? 50 prestige. Yeah, I mean, 50 prestige is a lot. By the way, every mission has a lore blurb. Does it? Well, kind of. A little bit one. Revive our village. Arka Kuur has a workshop or accounting house. Ah, right, I forgot about that. Trying to venture by land. Fine. It's not the biggest deal. Ever. Right, how am I? I'm 115% ahead of time. Okay, that's a lot. But does that use diplomatic idea power? Or it uses doves? Okay. Right. That is going to slow down any potential annexation by quite a lot, but it's not the worst thing. Filthy savages. Right. Let's boost the taxes again. How far ahead am I militarily? 25%. That's not too bad. And I will get gun knights. Ooh. I want gun knights. I desire gun knights. I think gun knights would be great. Very, very useful. Ah, good. The only cheap advisor died. Everybody else is still alive. Oh, brilliant. A rising star. Skill 3, trade efficiency. God damn it.
Heresy's the question.
I seemingly
Fire is the
cannot
answer.
get anyone who is not ludicrously expensive, it seems like. Alright, fire that guy. Jesus. Right, you are still dumb expensive, but trade efficiency. Yep, I will actually earn some money from that. And, you, just to get a little bit of extra military force. There. Positive 8, very nice. Improvements in naval technology, spare no expense. What else archives with influence ideas picked? I'd recommend administrative ideas next. You get a great policy for annexation with it, and it's a good group. Toka. Age draw suspicion. Yeah, I was wondering when that point was gonna pop up. I've been ruling for a while now. 88 years, which, granted, 88 years is not an absurdly long amount of time to be ruling. Now, is it? It's not a crazy amount of time to be ruling, but it is a while. Particularly in, 1525, but I am presuming that since we've just researched gun tech, etc., that technology is a little bit more primitivistic. Not gonna tired of ruling? I don't think so. I'll fake my own death. Lose 100 ministry power. Yeah, no. I will never step down. No. Obviously not. What's wrong with you? Shipyard? What do I do? So, an ex-vassal, I'm close. I think I'm gonna beeline for an ex-vassal first, because having all of this in my kingdom would probably make me a lot more powerful. Like, a genuine ton more powerful. So we're gonna beeline for it. Next building slot, a 30 development. Okay. Right. Manpower. Manpower. And that gives me a new slot. It does not. But why not video game? Oh, it does. It just didn't show up. Okay. Wait, did I not? Ah, there we go. Yes, revive our village. There we are. 20 prestige. Stuff and stuff. And curtail the suspicion. Pesky priests and a band of interloping adventurers could pose a threat to our patrons. If certain seekers of the night were found by them, they must be kept in line. I agree. Raise a fleet. Ah, God. I'm not fucking working on it. Right, resettle Deadmire. I wish, but... Hellon. And Pelsage will protect them. I could beat them now. I could fucking beat them now. I can beat the Empire now. Yes. Yes, I could. And yes, I think I would like to do that.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Go get some more cannons. We can't quite afford another army yet due to our income. But with that, I can restore the coast. And finally get to work on a fleet. Which would be nice. I would be downright shocked if there was any threat to my southern flank here. So this is probably my best opportunity to take a shot at the Empire. To have a crack at them. Let's unmothball the forts. Before we do anything else. And give them a couple of months to rebuild a little bit of their status and preparedness. Right, this might be a terrible, horrible, dreadful mistake. Which, if it is, we shall just live with it. We're just gonna live with it. The real Sartax, IRC, faking your death keeps you ruling, but you get new personality traits, so you don't lose the ruler. Might want to save in case, though. Torka Ozava. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Alright, take Yurita Fields. Right. Well, we're definitely bringing in our allies on this one. They still have a massive fleet superiority over me, of course, but hey, what else is fucking new? I am sure I too will one day have boats. It's just not gonna be this day. Or tomorrow, for that matter. There, my money stabilizes, and we're probably gonna take a turn or two to ravage the countryside here. We need to refill our coffers with the honest plunder.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Kind of surprised Silverforge decided to join in, actually. I would have expected them to side with the rest of the Empire lads, but no. They clearly like me better than them, and I'm not going to complain about that. There's no room for you here, Orky Borkies. Go on, get. There ain't no room for green skins here. Oh, thank you for the free money. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you here. Savages. My allies are busy getting themselves murdered, as per usual. Nothing weird about that. You go down, deal with that. That siege bonus sure does help. Lets me tear down those fortresses a hell of a lot quicker. And where are you going? Okay. Yeah, we do need to start converting people. Naval research was wrong. Well, shit, ignore them. It's fine. Like, but sir, our ships are literally falling apart. Well, shit. Luckily, I'm not a sailor, and so I'm not going to have to deal with that. Oh, speaking of not dealing with that, I saw Games Lab put up a new game on Steam the other day. What was it? Naval Legends, I think? And... Okay, a little bit of backstory here. Games Labs are the people that create things like Ultimate General and Ultimate Admirals. They're a company that I theoretically have a lot of time for and absolutely adore, because they create just tons and tons and tons of very, like, geeky specialist strategy games. And they're also owned by Darth. Now, Darth is the guy who used to run Darth Mod for Empire Total War. And for, well, every Total War. Darth Mod was, like, the go-to thing for most Total War games. Like, he was recognized as a person that would just take a Total War game and just make it 1,000,000 times better. He even actually went to Creative Assembly, but CA were huffing their own farts so much that when he came for a job interview, they were like, "Pfeh, what are you, some filthy modder? You think you can do our job better?" Well, I mean, yeah, he'd pretty much been demonstrating that he could do their job better than them for like the last 10-odd years or so, but Creative Assembly did not want to hear it, and they did not hire him, which is mildly ridiculous, because they've hired modders before. Now, granted, that worked out really poorly. The guy who made the Rome Total War 2 combat AI, he was a modder. And when they got him, everyone's like, "Oh my god, finally! There's going to be a focus on the AI! Yay! Yay!" And yeah, that did not work out very well. Now, he did do a large written piece a few months ago that kind of like defended his own actions and why he presumably, apparently failed to, you know, make a good game and make a good, you little shits are raining me again. Make good on all of the countless promises that he seemed to be offering. And to be fair, a lot of his defenses make sense. Creative Assembly just making up new shit, adding in new features, changing the deadlines, and not actually informing the AI team. Yeah, having seen how CA runs their studio, I can fucking believe it. I can most assuredly believe it. Raid them, burn their stuff, take their women, take their children, take their dogs if you're feeling like it. But he then went on to make his own game studio, whose first title, of course, was Ultimate Generals. Or no, the first game was, not Ultimate Generals, it was Ultimate Generals Gettysburg, which focused only on the Battle of Gettysburg. Kind of as a, both as a tech demo and as a, like, hey, look at this is what I can do, anybody interested in buying it? And yes, lots of people were, because it was really, really quite great. It was an excellent game, and in many ways was exactly what people had been asking for. Why are you split in two? And had been asking for quite a long time. Am I at war with you? Keldor? I don't think I'm Keldor. Oh, right, shit, these guys are still alive. Well, technically, sort of, kind of. Well, apparently there's a little place down there which I can besiege, so off I go. And then made Ultimate General Civil War, which is a great game, but with some serious shortcomings. Some really hilariously massive shortcomings. Particularly in how it does, like, the long-form camp... Oh, careful there. Long-form campaign and how it does battles. Alright, I do want to fight that fight, but I think we're gonna need a couple more dudes before we do. But GameSlab gained for themselves quite a good reputation for making the kind of ambitious, like, nitty-gritty, low-down, awesome, super detailed strategy games that nobody else wanted to make. But after Ultimate General Civil War, they started shitting on that reputation by not actually finishing any of their fucking products ever. And that is the situation they're currently in, where GameSlabs will announce something. They'll be like, we're gonna make an Age of Sales game, and everyone's like, yay, that sounds great. And then they release it, they ask money for it, you pay them the money for it, and they just never actually finish it. Like, at all. Ever. Like, the This Land Is My Land, the Indian survival sim game. that thing is still not finished, anywhere close to finished, and they were like, yeah, no, we're just done with this. We're not going to develop anything further. Their naval warfare game, which name I've forgotten, that's been in development for like 5 years. It still has a rudimentary UI. It still doesn't have half the features they were going to put in. My God. And now they've announced another game in the same vein. Like, it's just finish a video game, you fucking shits. As a Corin, spread a message across the continent where can only be described as an apocalyptic scene as transpired in many parts of the Empire. The sky would darken as it was about to rain, only to open and release a torrent of blood onto the unsuspecting citizens. Horrified crowds of people rushed the streets trying to escape from the plasma showers. Many were crushed and tangled as they attempted to escape what could only be seen as be the end of the world. Whether someone acknowledged Corin or Adrian as the divine mother or father, all agree that this is irrefutable evidence of a bloody and terrible war in the heavens themselves. It's only a matter of time that rivers are not fed by the blood of gods, but by the blood of men. Really now? A war in the heavens, is it? Damn. Religious seal. What's my current god? I had another god, didn't I? Nathalia. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Oh, Paragon Hood? Uh-oh. I have requirements, don't I? Ah, you don't like me? Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. You don't like me purging gnolls? Oh, we're not going to be friends, you and I. We are not going to get along. Nope, definitely not. Definitely not. You are not stopping my purge of the gnoll population. That is not happening. That is just not happening, sir. That is a hard no. I will purge the gnolls, and you will not stop me. Stop purging the gnolls. What absolute fucking insanity. An absolute batty nonsense. Trying to tell me what population group I can and cannot ethnically purge from my nation. Yeah, I don't think so. Now I'm going to go down here, hoping that there will be no defenders, and just start sieging that fort. Oh hey, the shattered remnants of the army. Brilliant. Right, leave behind the 17,000 strong, and you can go and raid some more lands. The enemy is sieging our provinces. Well, I'm just gonna have to fucking let them, aren't I? Real Zartax. In the military menu, you can unmothball all forts at once. You can also click the lock on a fort to stop that one from mothballing. And by the way, you should decide if you want to go with mage or artificers. If you want artificers, consider adopting Revilianalism when it pops. I don't know what an artificer is. I guess he makes me fancy trinkets. I presume. That seems to be a relatively certain educated guess. Hiccup. With a name like that he creates stuff for me. Hiccup. 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 Oh god, help me. That seems a safe enough bet. A peace offer? No, I don't think so. I think you're gonna both surrender and give me 25 bucks. How about that? How about that? Yeah, I figured you'd like that deal. It's a pretty good deal, if I say so myself. It's a pretty great deal. best you'll ever get. And once I've sieged that down, we can probably wrap the war up. Still no fish? Oh. Oh. Should we teach Lum Lum how to play Europa Universalis? Well, means to put down the weapons have surrendered unconditionally. Oh, Jesus. Oh, well, that's nice. You must send them peace offer. Oh. Hello. Could you give me that island? No? Damn it. Yeah, I figured you might not, because I haven't actually been able to get to you or anything. Well, do not mind if I do then. So you're obviously going to give me all of that. Oh, can I force you to give me... Can I force them to give me that? No? No. I can't make them give me that. That upsets me greatly. I mean... If the Empire is this weak, is there any reason for me not to just take a giant slice of their country? I feel like there isn't. Or maybe...
Service guarantees citizenship.
I think you're gonna release that. And I think that might be a vassal target instead. Hello there, brink marchers. You owe your very existence to me. Two of religion and target country must be at peace. We can do that. We can do that and more. Yes. I think you shall make an excellent little pet. Ah, and became a member of the Empire.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Might still be possible.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
Military access? No, screw you. For no other reason than because I don't like you. Half-elven minorities demand representation. No. No. If you want your territory back, well, you're gonna have to come and get it, aren't you? Yeah. Weakened the Empire. To ensure that the pathetic attempts by the Empire at consolidation fail, we shall shake the foundation of their borders. Without their territorial integrity, the Emperor will forever be seen as unjust. Yes. Right, now I just need to call them to do my mission. Your territorial integrity is a joke, silly Imperials. And now I think we shall start annexing you. Well, the stability drop is painful. In the extreme. But I should be able to get at least some of it back. Total inflation. Yes, let's get rid of that inflation now that it hits 2%. Where was the stability button again? That is a wonderful question. Ah, boost.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
And very soon boost again. Boost. Right, there we go. Back at 3 stability. God, that is one thing I do hope they change in the European Universalis 5. The stability system. It is so fucking arbitrary. It is so hilariously arbitrary. Holy shit. It's like, oh, what your stability is -3 to +3. How do you get it? By pressing a button and spending mana. Like, Jesus Christ. That is so ridiculously arbitrary. That is so unironically, ridiculously arbitrary. Hey. You also get a unique unit, artifacts companion. Artificers are technomages. Think magic, making magical rites and bombs and stuff. Ambennar's industrialization, basically. And you also get a unique unit, artificer companions. They can be enhanced with tech research and become really strong. Rasmus, 0211. Happy holidays, Arch. Thanks for the years of awesome content. Bump Applejack. Up to keep fish under hoof. Thank you very much, sir. Applejack. We shall add that to Applejack. And a Doman. Lum sees map. Lum confused. Dr. Fish. Yes. I do believe Lum might have a slight hard time with games like these, and that's fine. That is okay. That is actually entirely fine. This is not Lum's type of game. And mothball all forts, and yes, do automatically raise it during times of war. That does not make Lum a dum-dum. It merely makes Lum a non-strategy person, which is something we should condemn, obviously. There's no doubt about that. Ravenholm, you really need to, deal with your stuff. But Lum has other qualities, like liking feet, for example. And being an entrepreneur. As the Crimson Deluge continues, life is disrupted for everyone. Rain damages buildings, but worse, causes mass hysteria on the streets. Yeah, I imagine people would start freaking out pretty fucking hard if it started raining blood, honestly. I would not be surprised. I think they would start getting pretty damn uppity pretty damn quickly. Screaming, shouting, yelling, running around, fearfully hollering at the moon. All of these things and many, many, many more like them. Start working another Karak. It's gonna take like fucking 5 years. And maybe another temple. Oh, 0.20. Yes, excellent. Right. Annexation is gonna take a while, but slowly, yet surely. There should be a stable government. No. Stable government of pussies. Oh, they took away my colonist. Damn little bastards. Well, no colonizing the new world for me, I guess. Controversial protectionism. Oh no, mercantilism all day, every day. Yes, no, I am sitting directly on the trade routes. Mercantilism every day. Any day, every day, definitely. Absolutely, no doubt about it whatsoever. Can I make you vampire now? God help me.
Heresy's the question.
Let's see. What are we
Fire
on?
is the answer.
Fate of our emeralds. Interesting. Was that a fear? Oh, thank Jesus. Okay. Oh, thank Jesus. Okay, ninth attempt. The 9th attempt. And we finally got it. That took a while. The vampire deep state is not as effective as I was kind of hoping. Good God. Corvuria is simply too large to join the Empire. Oh no. No, why? I wanted to join the Empire. Fuck. Traitorous fools! Shit. Now what? Now what, chat? How do we join the Empire now? How can we join the Empire like this? I have grown too massive. Too fat. Ah, it's just a tragedy. Can't join the Empire if you are the Empire. That's true. But I wanted to play with all the little Empire mechanics. That would be fun. God damn it. I guess we are just literally going to have to become the Empire.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Harsh treatment. Step on them now. And new units. Adventure Band, Medieval Knights, Gun Knights, and Pedro or Culverin. Well, offensive, obviously. Yep, Culverin, offensive fire. Traitorous fools! No, orcs, you shall stay outside. Nobody likes you. Not here, not over there, not anywhere. That's 65% ahead of time. Okay. Right, it's time for some more tax increases then. And I should be spending diplomacy too. There's a serious amount of good trade goods here. But I should be taking advantage of. Military access. Yes. Just because. The real Zardax, you join the Empire by getting elected Emperor. Hence, you want vampires in the electors. Oh, I see. Nice. The Zardax, when you build buildings in the list to the left, you can sort by income, so you build in the best province first. That is true. I remember. Now that you mention it, I remember that as a mechanic. Corvurus particular lists. Harsh treatment. It's fine, it's fine. As long as we get rid of the overextension, everything will be fine. A rising star. No, no more advisors, please. The advisors are already draining my coffers dry. I do not wish for any further advisors. You'd think that the other nations would be... You'd think that the other nations would be starting to get a little bit upset by this by now, right? The other nations should certainly be thinking like, oh hey, we sent our grandson, like we sent our son off to marry the ruler of Corvuria, and now we're sending our grandson off to marry the ruler of Corvuria. Huh. How does this work? How is he still alive? Too many diplomatic relations. Yeah, boost that. And apparently she's as hot as ever. That's just weird. Should we really be sending our sons and daughters off there? Fine, we'll pay for the clergy's roof, because I've got a sneaking suspicion we're going to want the clergy's help in the not-too-distant future, dealing with all of this nonsense. Oh, hi there. Who are you? Oh no. Oh no, one of my friends has something. Shit. Well, I am very sorry, but I'm probably gonna have to declare war on you now, despite you being literally my friend forever and ever. And you helping me in, you know, tons of wars and stuff. How do I get the diplomat out of there? Ah, there we go. But I really need that one province.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
You wouldn't be able to just give it to me? Purchase province? No? I can't vassalize them either, I don't think.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Yeah, I don't think so. Damn. I don't want to do this to them. It seems mean. Well, I am sorry about this. I really am. But maybe, if you just give me the thing, I won't have to invade you when I threaten you with war. Ah, we have found a way to maybe get through. Harsh treatments. Real Zardex vassalizing electors, according to the fire rents, were the emergency option, but it will make all non-vassal electors hate your guts. Also, you must be the imperial religion to become emperor. Unless the religious war ends in a white peace. If so, heretical religions are fine too. Check the imperial menu for that. Dominant faith. Religious peace. National tax modifier. The increase of goblin tolerance. Good. Nobody likes goblins. Yeah, the war in the sky is continuing to be a bit of a bother, I must say. It would be quite lovely if the gods could stop fighting for a moment and show a little bit of consideration for the common man below them instead. Tremendously upsetting, all the blood they're raining down upon us. Well, I don't suppose I don't really need that now. Too few rivals. Well, shit. Okay. Well, they already consider me a rival, as does Marhold, so I see no particular reason why not making them my rivals. Traitorous Falls! God, I feel like my entire empire is going to be converting to Corinth right at this rate. I'm thinking, at this rate, we might actually need to take... bribes, grey money. We might actually need to take the conversion tree just to keep the motherfuckers pliant, because there's a lot of this going on. My great advisor has died. Has he perhaps made room for somebody that he can increase conversion rates? Nope, no he has not. Unfortunately. But there is a guy who can reduce national unrest, and I think I'm going to take him up on that. gonna be a while before that truth is done. Nor do I really want to start another war either, so long as this is going on. Yeah, I'm really thinking we might have to take the thing. Right, is there anything I could give my clergy that could help with this, I wonder? Hello, clergy? You got anything that could... Missionary maintenance cost? I mean, that's neat, but... Missionary strength. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright. That will make me convert them faster. It will also cause even more uprisings, however. My country is going to be unstable for a while. 27,000, yep. The whole fire raining from the sky thing is going to be a problem. It is also going to take fucking decades to convert this shit, but at least... mission progress is 16 on 20 of 1535, 2 years. Okay, that's fine. And unfortunately, unlike, you know, Victoria or something, this game doesn't really take into consideration the size of a province when it comes to organizing revolts, which is rather upsetting, which is why a province that might only have 2,000 or 3,000 people in it can somehow organize a revolt of like 30,000 dudes. This is another one of those things that I really hope they do a lot better in Europa Universalis 5. The unrest is raping my coffers, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Yes, it very much so is. Well, we don't really need to keep the fleet maintained, honestly. In fact, I should have mothballed it already. Mothball the fleet. It's too small to be useful. As right now, all we need to do is just survive. That is literally it. Survive is all that is required. Survive the massive, ridiculous religious upheaval. Which might be easier said than done. Right. Spend some more administrative power. 13. So 5. 12. That helped a lot, but not quite enough. Right, copper is currently pretty much my best trade good. That does increase his output. Marhold, our Queen's political enemies are finding refuge amongst our enemies, are they? Well, that didn't help. In fact, it only made things worse. Brilliant.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Yeah, simply just surviving is going to be a big problem here. The extension is pretty much handled. At least we've almost got that done, so we can start converting these provinces again. And there's the revolt. Do not attack that via the river. There, hopefully that'll calm them down for a moment or two. Nothing like a quick massacre to calm the hordes, although that's also going to cause casualties, of course, which is going to cause another enormous smash. And nice. To the income. Right. Wonderful. Right, we're going to sack all of the advisors. I wonder if you actually earn me more money than you cost. I doubt it. Witch burnings? Nope, still losing money. Holy shit, what the fuck? The deficit just keeps increasing as more and more provinces convert, no doubt. Alright, plus 1.36.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Annoying that it decided to take up a loan on the very self-same turn that I, turned back into the positive, but there you go. 19. Right, it's gonna take me about, I don't know, 20 in-game years to recover from this. Ah, more Isle of Armies too. Wonderful. Yep, I think this is just going to be 20 years of me sitting here waiting, basically now, because I can't really do anything. I can't really conquer anything, and any additional territory I do gain is mostly just going to be for policing purposes. "17 noble regiments, damn. Alright, fine, you can have some local autonomy there. It'll calm you down a little bit too. Matchlock muskets, yes. I'm going to want the military advantage. Ah, Noel's rampaging too. Why the hell not? Why not? What annoys me is that nobody else seems to be having this problem. Nobody else seems to be having rebels or anything. I guess it's only raining blood in a very specific area. Raven March is not having any problems. These guys aren't having any problems. If anything, you'd think the vampires would be quite thrilled with the blood rains. Oh, there we go. There's one. You know, you really should just accept becoming my vassal, and I could protect you from your rebels. You're going to take a while to capture that, so... an agenda is about to expire. What agenda? I wonder... Is there any spells that can help here? Local unrest, -10. Lose 10 diplomatic power. Yeah, that one. Plant growth. Steady pour of red. It just keeps going, going, going. Ooh. Prestige bird development from missionary in Sujmed. Town Faith Province. Powerful trade ships. Ship trade power propaganda. War score course was other religions. Floating batteries. Blockade impact and siege. Religion and force. Resistance to reformation 100%. No. Heavy ship cost -50. That is pretty good. I shall take that. Unless I can't go back and pick anything else, can I? No. Right. Well, if they want my boats to be cheaper. The hunt, like a shadow. Arca Corvora lay in darkness, and it was a darkness of 3 parts. Most obvious darkness was that of the comforting shadows of the main square, lurking between areas of torchlight. A darkness constantly pierced by the openings of a tavern door and the outpour of light and music, but all embracing in the moments in between. In the Queen's palatial estate, many slept, and those that did not primarily did their work in a darkness of another kind. A darkness foreshadowing the deed of days and weeks and years to come. And there was a third darkness, not an easy thing to notice. The darkness of Xena, the warrior princess. As she walked down the streets, confidently, patiently, in obscurity. A darkness that crept and prowled, raced and held granite still. A darkness well familiar to the hunting panther or a watchful owl. In due time, the darkness found one of the inhabitants of Arc Corvora and marked him, a talentless artist with a long beard and curly hair, working late in the night on a sculpture of Helena. And between one chisel stroke and the next, the man disappears. Well before dawn, Xena, the warrior princess, returns home, her face expressionless, her eyes bright. Ah. Well, at least somebody's having fun. That's good. At least Xena is enjoying herself in the constant downpour of blood. Really? Goblins? Goblins too? It's raining blood and the goblins are getting uppity? I suppose that makes a certain amount of sense. Alright, move on to the next place. Tragically, I'm pretty sure they're converting stuff at a more rapid clip than I'm converting it back again. Really? Really? Somebody has the time to fabricate claims in the middle of this? Really? I feel like you should have better things to do. Oh, wait. Why are you suffering attrition? Don't do that. Building buildings. I'd love to, but I'm gonna need to worry about my debt first. At least I've finally recouped the costs, so... I'm stable, now I just need to suffer for a while, in essence. Rebel size depend on the dev total of provinces that identify with that particular religion. E.g. if separatists, it would be cores. And religion centers are converting your province to Coronite en masse, so that's why the revolt is huge. Check the religious map mode. Yeah, I know, you know. It happens whenever they start spreading. Basically, all of these are going to be converting everything else, which is, well, it's just a pain in the ass. Yes, I don't... I think at this point I'm trading maybe... Oh, the Crimson Deluge is over. Nice. At last, after 10 years, the rains have stopped. Clarity seems to have returned to the land. They say the war between the gods is over, with no clear winner. The mortal world can now return to peace, but some say that the true winner of this war must now be decided by its followers. Oh, don't worry about that. I promise you I will be purging the ever-living shit out of every single last one of you traitorous little filth. Very, very aggressive, really. What happens if I choose a new god? Will I need to convert everyone to that faith as well? I hope not. Settle a chance. Rulia, the goddess of true love. Goddess of the hunt. None of them are that appealing either. National tax would be kind of nice. None of them are that interesting. If there was one that strengthened conversion, though. Vampires are heavily restricted to some siring new heirs, as doing so without caution brings great risk to the masquerade. Any new heirs must be approved by other vampires in the realms, and they must be carefully selected. Xena, the warrior princess, I had found the perfect candidate for the blood gift, and is ready to brush aside any concerns for her brethrens have. What is the point of being a vampire, or being a queen, if you cannot spread its blessings to the worthy? The only question that remains now is how they shall serve. An heir will be sired, allowing us to keep a vampire ruler should our rulers choose to stand down. No, I don't think she's going to choose to stand down. I mean, have you seen her stat line? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's just going to be my ruler for all eternity, honestly. I think I like the idea of a vampire general, yes. I think that sounds like a very good idea. Finally, I have a... After the goddamn rains have stopped, I now have money again. At least I will have some money in between the revolts. It is taking a while to annex this place, isn't it? 1544. Sweet baby Jesus. Alright. We shall have to continue that some other time, though. As now, I need to get ready for tomorrow's festivities. Which I'm sure will be... pretty great, honestly. The holidays. Christmas with the family. Always fun. So... Thank you, once again, everyone, very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you all again soon. And Merry Christmas to all of you, of course. Merry Christmas, chat. And I'll see you again on the 26th, where we're going to play some actual Vampire with Vampire the Masquerade. Till then, have a good night, chat, and a happy holiday.